Hey fellow garage golfers, rolling here with Garage Golf, where we provide extraordinary golf info for the extraordinary golfer. We're here with Mike today from Fiberbuilt, and we're going to talk a little bit more about some of your golf simulation options that Fiberbuilt will offer you guys at home. How you doing, Mike?
Roland, thank you very much for having me. It's great. And,
no problem.
You know, we have a lot of new products. We have a lot of products that have been used in a variety of different simulators, and yeah, happy to show you around.
You know, I'm one of your biggest fans. We do a lot of stuff with you guys on our channel as well. So let's talk a little bit about some of the options. If someone was just wanting to get started with doing a golf simulator, let's say maybe a single stance mat, kind of like what we have here behind us.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
This one would be pretty good, right? Because we'd be able to set up a launch monitor, for example, on this side.
Yeah, so something like this that we're standing right behind is designed for any of the optically based launch monitors. Something like the SkyTrack is quite popular, the GC2, the Quad. Anywhere where the launch monitor itself needs to be placed level with where the ball is being struck from. So the ball tray here would simulate where you would put the SkyTrack or the Quad. And then that area is going to be level with the area you're striking from. And this whole system fits inside our modular rubber foundation. And what this does is the stance mats that we use are thinner than the hitting surfaces that we manufacture, and it keeps everything level, again, to work seamlessly with the technology you're using.
That's actually one of the differences between what I see here and what I have in my version, as I had the foam ones before, right? So this is a nice upgrade that you guys have done.
Yeah,
and of course now the hitting strip, you can still kind of choose what you want in there, right? Did you have a couple of options before? Now I think it's more of there's a one setup type of deal, right, for the hitting strip?
Yes, absolutely. We have the T-hole placements are in such a way where you have enough room for iron play, but of course you can use one of our adjustable tees or any tee, standard size width tee in our pre-drilled tee holes for use in your sim.
Sometimes people ask about tees because you can't put an actual wooden tee in something like this, which is kind of overrated for Golf Simulator use, to be honest. So what we've been using with you guys is bird tees. If you're familiar with them, they sit right on top of the mat. You hit them and they're easy to pick up and come back and use. And you could actually even use them with the easy claws that you can tie in and tether down so they don't fly all over the place.
Yeah.
So we've been using that a lot, and that's something that a lot of people have really been enjoying at home. So let's move on. We'll talk about maybe the next level up here and see what we're looking at in regards to some other options with Fiberbuilt.
Something like this is our 4-foot by 9-foot configuration.
This is the studio mat, right?
This is our studio mat. Okay. Just like that as a studio mat is used to be used with any of the optically based launch monitors. Right. Something like this is designed to be used with any of the radar based launch monitors. So TrackMan or FlightScope, anything that needs to be placed behind the golfer in a commercial application, whether it's a lefty or righty, you don't need to touch your launch monitor and the balls can be struck.
So this is very similar to what I have at home, and the appeal to it is you can still use it with a SkyTrack. It's on the other side, it faces this way, but I also have a Unicore system, which is an overhead mounted system, and again, perfect for right or left-handed golfers. So that way you can line it up, they don't have to move anything, you don't have to adjust anything. And the strip in the middle, these are actually geared for what, up to 300,000 hits, is that accurate?
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, what I can show is I can kind of show you guys a little bit of the technology that we use in our Fiberbuilt grass hitting surfaces. It's actually manufactured using 1-foot squares that are assembled together to create the length that you would need. And each of our 1-foot panels are rated to withstand 300,000 strikes before showing wear. And once that area does end up getting 300,000 strikes, you can physically take your worn panel, throw it to the back, put your fresh one up here, and you're good for another 300K.
So this is going to last you years. I mean, you may not ever have to replace it. 300,000 hits is probably, if something's going to wear out, it's probably going to be my shoulder or my back before the mat. Let's just put it that way.
But we have, and that's funny actually that you bring it up, we have, because of the way that the hitting surface is designed, it is significantly easier on your joints, on your shoulder, on your wrist. So something like tennis elbow is something that you're going to receive if you're using a lot of the foam back mats out there. This is a lot smoother on your joints, very easy to get down and through with your irons, and you will not feel it on your joints.
No bounce back at all. From our testing, we've had really good experiences with Fiberbuilt. All right, so let's show them what I would say is my dream setup for my golf simulator, and we'll move forward from there.
Yeah, sounds great.
Okay, and so if we're saying dream setup for me and my garage golf setup, this is going to be it here. And what we have basically is the same mat. Now this can have the dual hitting strips like what we have here, correct?
Yeah, absolutely.
Or the single hitting strip, which would work better for my situation here in the middle. Now the actual putting, so the appeal to this is when you're using it for golf simulation, you can putt and actually have a hole to aim for, right?
That's correct.
Because these are lined up here on the sides, you have 2 holes here as we see on the video.
Yeah.
If we have a center strip, will they also have an option to put a hole in the middle?
No, the putting cups are in a static location. They
Okay.
always will be put in the corners. Of course, when you're using it in simulation,
Right.
the cup that you would be putting to may not be
Right,
5
exactly.
feet in front of you. So
Okay.
it's just something to have a realistic area to putt to
Right.
when you're using
And,
it.
and always have the portable ones that you can set down. So at least worst case scenario, a lot of times when you're in the simulator, you're going to line it up where you're just putting straight, right? And
Correct.
you basically adjust your view left or right of where you're putting,
Right.
and then you're just doing a straight putt. So worst case scenario, you can get a little temporary cup, put it down, at least have something to aim for. But the appeal to it is that you're not actually going to be putting off of the mat onto a floor.
That's right.
And that's going to be very nice. So
Yeah,
look forward
absolutely.
to hopefully one day being able to showcase this bad boy here in the golf simulator. Mike, really appreciate you guys taking some time
No,
with us.
not a problem,
And
Roland. Thank
always
you
been a
very
big
much.
fan of you guys here at Fiberbuilt. If you guys
Yeah.
have any questions at home, reach out to me anytime at roland@mygaragegolf.com. I'll put the info on the screen. And as always, keep on golfing.
Thank you very much.